Probably the most interesting part was the safety, especially of the people who are hanging up in the high levels and this side, and hanging and fixing those. So it took me a long time to understand how they are doing the connection and allowing people to be like outside the size of the building. Now I'm interested with this piece, which is the steel piece that you see here. It has like two trusses on the left and the right and wood on the top. So I was monitoring how do they fix this to the roof. Then I found out that when they pour the concrete, they kept holes in the main beams. You see those small holes? You can see one hole, one left and one hole on the right. They didn't close them. Now they use those holes to connect this steel piece through the beams, or the columns that you see there inside. So this was a very safe platform. Okay, of course there are other platforms here. You can see down here you can see the balcony, and up here you see that the form is even double the size of the width of the balcony. Now here again they have fixed the form to the concrete of the balcony. So you can see this is really tricky things to make areas larger than the size of the building. Now if you were to look at the let's say the main formwork for the slabs, you see here this has already been cast. Above here is not cast, but if you concentrate a little bit, you see that this one is wider. So they have around 1 meter perimeter out on the form that will not be poured, which means they, in the upper forms, like where the man is standing up there, you see this man, the place he is standing now will not be poured in concrete. The concrete will be 1 meter less than where he is located. Now another thing you can see, he is working on the scaffolding, making it strong. I always see them fixing the scaffolding in a very very good way. They have a lot of screws and tightening, and you can see here they also prepare a good fence in this parameter, you see, and they will move this. Once they finish one floor, they move it to the upper floor. You can see here, for example, here this one is still available, but they removed this one. They removed this one, okay? So they will be removing those. Now when they were removing the formworks, that was quite a difficult task because they are big pieces. And then the crane used to come and pick them up and take them to the upper level. So those pieces were just moving from one location to the other location. You can see here again the same red one I told you about, and the scaffolding that is needed. So what they do is they prepare areas for people to walk outside the scope, the flat, the concrete poured area. So they always have an area to walk around in the building when they are pouring it.